again strive to be a community of liberty and justice for all, and a country that welcomes strangers with an outstretched hand, whether tired and poor or wealthy and educated. As countries in Africa and elsewhere came to independence in the last century, they sought to create in their own countries safe, healthy families, communities free of exploitation and full of opportunity. They often saw and copied the United States of America. Support for families and children, for health and the nurture of all to be good citizens is a basic tenet of the American dream. We must not forget. Each wave of immigrants has contributed to a flourishing, fair, and free America, following the dreams on which it was founded. Like our forebears, current immigrants deserve to be treated with dignity and respect, and to be valued for their diligence, hard work, and ongoing contributions to their communities. Rules for immigration can and should be discussed to improve our past policies and practices. The basic principles proposed by Mark can produce a needed civility and starting point for our leaders to craft an immigration policy that is fair to those already here, fair to those seeking to come, and beneficial to our communities, the state, and the nation. I urge us all to contribute in positive ways to help this happen.
Our final speaker will be Ms. Gall Adam Spinrad, who is the Associate Director of the Jewish Community Relations Council.
Thank you. Appreciate your including us as a table of folks. This is the JCRC statement commending Mark's declaration of principles to guide Ohio's immigration discussion. We, the people of the United States of America, have the right and duty to determine through our elected representatives who among the rest of the world's people may cross our borders, how long they can stay, and under what circumstances. None are entitled to enter or remain under circumstances contrary to law, but common sense and decency require that our enforcement efforts take into consideration that most immigrants, lawful and unlawful alike, are here to earn a decent living, take care of their families, and live in peace, and nothing more. By a quirk of fate, unlike most of us, many were born in places where this is not possible. And so our national immigration policy should be rational, balanced, and humane, focusing first and foremost on deporting dangerous criminals, and then on reforms that for the rest would combine reasonable penalties for unlawful entry and extension of stay with lawful work opportunities. State and local authorities must of course comply with federal immigration law, and it is especially important to assist the federal government in the arrest and deportation of dangerous criminals. But no good purpose is served in using our limited state and local public safety resources against residents who might be here unlawfully, but who are otherwise living peaceful and productive lives. Such efforts are likely to be counterproductive, as resources are diverted from fighting serious crime, and lawful immigrants feeling unwelcome go elsewhere, and we lose the benefits of their investments and innovations. We commend Mark for crafting principles that we believe will help guide us in the right direction.
I ask your pardon, I omitted one of our speakers. Doris Hoskins of Unity Churches and the Association of Unity Congregations will be our final speaker.
Good morning. Good morning. The Association of Unity Churches Worldwide Ministries is working with the other denominational members in this interfaith coalition for Mark. We support the principles to guide Ohio's immigration discussion crafted by all these judicatories working together. We begin the discussion in southwestern Ohio and hope to join with the other groups across the state of Ohio. The Association of Unity Churches Worldwide Ministries has the following vision and mission statement. Centered in God, we co-create a world that works for all. Unity's support of the choice of the judicatories in November regarding local and regional strategies for immigration reform flow very easily from Unity's vision statement. Healthy, thriving families, no matter what their race or nation of origin, are core to creating a world that works for all. Inherently, that means working to prevent racial profiling, working to prevent the separation of family members, working to allow all children to attend local schools, working to allow workers to do their jobs, thus contributing to their family abundance and contributing to our local economy through their purchases and taxes. We are a nation of immigrants. What has made us great has been the integration of all of us into the very fabric of society. I call on this state of my birth to reflect the principles that we have all claimed by continuing inclusive policies that encourage immigrants to stay and thrive.
The statements you've just heard, along with the principles, will be sent to the Ohio State Attorney General. We think that's the appropriate government official to receive them. In addition, Mark has been in conversation with other organizations across the state of Ohio regarding immigration reform and the possibility of working towards a statewide statement, or what might be termed an Ohio Compact. Now, we've got a few minutes left. We'll open the discussion for questions. Are there questions you'd like to
Pat, Butler County Sheriff Richard Jones recently sent a letter to Governor Kasich, I think he sent it on Tuesday, wanting tougher illegal immigration policies. He wants Ohio to adopt what Arizona did. What's your reaction to that?
I think the reason we put out these principles is we think there is time and place for more reasoned, rational thought about, I think that action would be contrary to what we're asking for people to consider in these principles. So I think we'll stand by our statement as what we think should be the basis for discussion.
Is it an absurd thing that Butler County Sheriff Jones wants to do this? What do you think?
I'm not in a position to speak for the sheriff of Butler.
But what do you think about his idea?
Well, it runs directly counter to what the principles would state are offering. So I guess we would have to be
And
in
I would
opposition
suggest
to that.
too, that it's unclear whether the legislation in Arizona is even constitutional in its full extent. So why would Ohio want to enact legislation that could at any point be overturned, regardless of larger issues of civility, of harmony, of stability of communities, etc.?
While I have you up there, there's another lawmaker, John Adams of Sydney. He's proposing that they already allow guns in bars. Now they want to allow guns in colleges, churches, and daycare centers. What do you think about that?
I think we'll leave that for that's another subject on another topic. I think it would be not appropriate to include that discussion. We're talking immigration. Other questions, issues?